previous deck building we did probably had more room for innovation than this. The one where it was wild format and you could play 29 common rarity or free rarity and a singleton. Okay, here we go. So we're starting off on Druid versus Shaman. We've obviously seen all of these lists.
I must protect the wild.
Well. Try this again. Because we weren't... Okay, there we go. So we missed turn 1, but it appears to have just been Trog. But we weren't seeing Robespierre's cards, so yeah. Okay, so that's a pretty solid start. I'm guessing here that he probably trades in with, yeah, Living Roots. Yep, complete board clear. All good. It's not going to hold up for long, of course. Although, if he can just hold on until the... if he can present a decent threat here. The problem with it is mostly that this Cthulhu's Chosen can't be killed by the Jade Lightning. He's just keeping the board clear. Perfectly reasonable way to go.
I bleed for Cthulhu.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. The Devolve is... So the Devolve means that the Aspirant's mana ramp is permanent. Those weren't even particularly bad cards to get off the Devolve. Ooh, no, I don't. I would play the 6, yeah. Probably just trade... or just go face. Going face is fine. Ends up not. Okay, so the Taunt Totem there actually is worth 7 health, which is not bad. That said, this is becoming a problem. Yeah, I mean, this seems to be a very snowbally format. Like, your Discover cards are actually probably your biggest hope. Discovering Devolve there is actually decent, but I mean, the problem is you've got, 4/6 Taunt is below average for a 6, I think. So you're likely to just upgrade the Twin Emperors. Like, they're very good. The 7/6 probably goes down. So this Devolve's going to be decent, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to be the sort of thing that's going to get him back from this, especially not with, like, I mean, he's going to have to really hope for some bad cards there, and Bane, yeah. Okay, Karn is not what he was really hoping for here. I believe he's what we might call dead on board. Yeah. Alright. So, 1-0 Vect. I'm going to be honest, Shaman has not been super impressive thus far in the tournament. I mean, most everybody's playing it, but it's not actually, like, I think some of the hand buff stuff has actually shined more, some of the better board presence stuff. Faceless is really good, and it's not like Shaman's terrible or anything, but I don't think it's the powerhouse that I would have guessed it would have been. The card that's probably been most impressive in the game so far is actually Doppelgangster.
Hello, Wanderer.
Hello, Challenger.
Okay, so he's gonna hold off on coining out the Grime Streak this time.
Over here!
Oh, that's some interestingly garbagey choices. It's worth noting, I'm pretty sure Sword of Justice and Dispatch Kodo do not work out the way that you would want them to. I think... I don't know about that one. I think I probably would have run out the Smuggler.
Hey, goons! Over here!
The Infested Wolf's decent. I'm not sure about using these charges in the 1-1s instead of just trading in the 1-1. Like, I think you go for the buffs.
Gotta pay up.
Yeah.
What? They fell off a truck.
I assume he's trading in for this. Yeah. You cannot leave that card alive. It is far too powerful.
Get them, boys.
Okay, so this Doppelgangster is not the game-ending monstrosity that of the ones we had seen thus far.
What secrets will uncover?
What? They fell off a truck.
You know, I think you would have liked to have seen some of those go to the Knuckles or to the Dispatch Kodo, but it's not like Knuckles is going to be bad. Unfortunately, Knuckles is just on the attack; it's not defense. Okay, that's gross. So he's really hoping to... Yeah, he didn't get the... He's really hoping to be able to clear off 2 of these minions off the board. Well, this is going to be a 9-13 Knuckles, but it may not matter because it's not going to do very much. Like, he's got to live long enough for it to do something. And this board is really gross. Yeah, I mean, that's nice and all. Don't get me wrong.
My sincerest thanks.
Oh, God. That's just sad. That's just sad. Bunch of card draw. Oh, that's rude. Yeah, I think this one's just about done, and by just about done I mean it's done. So it's 1-1.
Well played.
I forget what classes have been played. I'm not gonna lie. So I'll just trust that they remember.
Taranda versus Taranda.
Did neither of them play priest yet?
Give me strength. The goddess is my shield.
Yeah, I'm gonna trust that they remember it. They're kind of blending together at this point for me. That's a really terrible hand for fact.
Once upon a time.
Yeah, the dragon mirror here, Malthrin, I don't know. I've kind of felt like you were just completely screwed in the Paladin versus Priest one because of being the dragon list that didn't have operative, especially when he got the third one. This will be the first time I've ever seen Raytheon played. So this Excavated Evil is actually really good here, but you know, it actually leaves kind of an awkward. Well, the Shifting Shade helps because otherwise his choices were to play a 3/4 Talent Priest for no value. I mean, I think this whole format's just super snowbally. Like, we haven't seen where there's not a whole lot of the comeback mechanics. Okay, 2 guards off it. That's pretty good, but could have been better. Since they're not dragons themselves, this Dragonfire Potion is surprisingly good for a card that seems like it would be dead most of the time. How many Wormrest agents would you like to play? I mean, that's one way to go. I might have considered playing it like the Historian and Whelp as well instead of the 3/4. So you got Bookworming. I've never played the Dragon Priest Mirror on ladder because I like myself too much to play Priest. I'm mostly rocking Tempo Mage on ladder until, you know, so I can enjoy it for this last month. So, the Bookworm gets bookwormed, and luckily Vectivus has a Bookworm to answer the Bookworm.
Let reading dragon lie.
Wish to live forever.
Priest, the light serves me.
The Bookworm chain ends, and the cards off of that are kind of ass. But it is still an 8/8. So it trades for much of the board. Although the Alchemist gets the Bookworm back up to 3/6, which is pretty good. I'm pretty sure this is done. But maybe I'm wrong. There is Deathwing, so like Rend. That's right, that was in this list.
I wield the power, Black.
He might just have to play Deathwing here. I mean, I think I play Deathwing. Yeah. It's always fun to play Deathwing if nothing else. That's an unfortunate draw for him.
Well played.
Yeah, that's probably it. That is not a helpful draw. um,
Secret agent coming through. I wield the power. Black.
so I believe this is Vect going up 2 games to 1. Elise?
You have the artifact.
I looked at these lists and I totally had forgotten about that. The new Elise looks like she sucks, but might be fun.
Let reading drag live.
It is finished. You win.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, honestly, just the access to basic and class, or not basic, but classic legendaries is something. Like, the Discover cards are really good because we can't block you from discovering basic and classic cards, and on the whole, they give access to effects that we just don't have in the expansions. Yeah, I watched your Justicar get taken by an operative and used to crush you.
Greetings, friend.
Okay, this is not the best, not the fastest hand on the hunter side. So that cat trick is probably not going to do anything for a minute. I don't think. Okay. I couldn't remember if Hidden Cache. It is plays, not summons. So this turn you got a choice between the Grime Street and the Dispatch Kodo.
They fell off a truck.
Yeah, that's okay. You wanted it to land elsewhere. Oh, that's not gonna work out. Yeah, that's not great. So that's gonna eat the Totem Golem, probably.
Get them, boys.
That's not working out. So, for once, the Doppelgangster is actually just gonna run into a double Maelstrom portal.
One shot, one kill.
Leaving Rob with a board full of one-powered minions. He still has not. He has notably still not played it. This Hidden Cache has been up for, I believe, the entire game since turn 2. It is about to. Nope. No, it's not. So the problem here is, in spite of keeping the board clear, this is a whole bunch of garbage. And either 3 4/4s are coming out. Oh. So that's actually a slightly greedier play. But it's actually going to work out pretty well, I think. So that White Eyes does nothing. Like, this Dispatch Kodo is going to blow that thing out of the water. So he just needs to get in enough damage to maybe hope to... So I would assume double... No. Okay, I don't like that line. I would want to, protect some health. You're in a spot where you've got to roll. If you roll, okay, you've got lethal if you see it. I presume you do. Yeah. Yep. Okay. That was, yeah.
Masterful.
I think Vec probably could have had that one if he had just played it a little more conservatively and just cleared the board, but
Illyria versus Tyrande.
all right. Here's our
Tremble before the might of the elves.
match for the night.
Hello, Wanderer.
Blessings to you.
It's probably a little sad to draw that infested wolf. I think he wanted that to go into Knuckles.
Are you mocking me?
This is going to be coin, cloaked huntress, trap. Yep.
Come, midnight.
The problem is the actual good traps are not legal, so we're playing things like hidden cache.
Crystals! Fresh from Kazakis.
Well, Shadow Word Horror is the only one of those that theoretically does squat, and it doesn't really do squat. This is an enormous infested wolf that is probably going to get entombed.
Such big teeth I have.
Well, that allows him to get a half of a card for the Shadow Word Horror if he chooses to.
The better to eat you with.
Okay, so he goes just straight for the clear, which is fair enough. Is Rend actually going to, like, trigger and kill Knuckles? That would be a first, I think. We could have Rend actually be useful on screen. That would be, I believe, the first time ever. I have to assume this is getting entombed because it's a 7/7 death rattle. Well, I gotta say, I feel like the priest has the advantage here. Call me crazy.
Secret agent coming through.
There is threatening. Well, at least he'll have a 4-2 after this gets entombed, except it's not going to get entombed, it's actually going to get rended, isn't it?
Thank you.
I've actually never heard the Rend anime. Like, I have no idea what this sounds like. Not bad. Oh, he can't even play the cat trick. He's already got one up.
Once upon
Well.
a time. Crystals! Fresh from Kazakis.
Yeah. I don't think this is going too well. Not gonna lie. You can technically live another turn if one of these 12 cards in hand isn't removal.
Masterful. I can see it.
All right. If I haven't miscounted, that'll do it.